उसी के हैं दरिया उसी के समंदर.
Islam for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Iman for one, for all. Radio Islam International. The world is our community.
It's now 28 minutes before 9 here in Johannesburg, South Africa, 28 before 10 in the Holy Lands. Fresh from their journeys to perform Hajj is Sheikh Abdul Karim Pilo, as well as Sheikh Suleiman Isa, who've also traveled with the participation of the Imam Development Project, as we'll find out a bit later on. Let's welcome the respected shuyukh to Radio Islam International this evening to reflect about their Hajj journeys. First to you, Sheikh Abdul Karim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Radio Islam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakumullah khairan for joining us this evening, and it's been a long haul. It's been a long wait to be able to speak to you in this beautiful way. Alhamdulillah, very busy, difficult to connect as it was during the days of Hajj, but we are happy to see you with your shining face as well as your shining head after you've been blessed that beautiful head taken off and the official mark of being a Haji. Let's see if Sheikh Suleiman Isa is with us as well. Sheikh, assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Suleiman.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh Ibrahim, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Nice to be speaking to you as well, and shukran for making the time to speak to us. We are really, really honored. And in these few minutes, just to get a few of your reflections on Hajj, inshallah. Starting with you, Sheikh Abdul Karim, just tell us a bit about yourself. You hail from Zimbabwe, is that correct?
Yes, I'm from Zimbabwe.
Right. You are Imam in which area? And tell us how did this Hajj journey materialize? What was your wish? What was your dream? And how did it come true?
Alhamdulillah, I'm from Zimbabwe, Concession Masjid, which is in Mashonaland Central Province. It was my wish that inshallah, if Allah wills, I will go one day to Saudi Arabia for Hajj. But I was not prepared. And I was always wishing for that inshallah, whenever I get a chance, I will go there. But alhamdulillah, through IDP, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opened the way for me to be in Saudi Arabia for Hajj, alhamdulillah. And I'm very thankful to them, all those who make it easy for me to fulfill my wish, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So we'll really dig into your experience, Sheikh Abdul Karim, how the stream came through and some of the highlights of the Hajj in a bit. Sheikh Suleiman, you are from Zambia. Which masjid do you come from? Which area do you come from? And how did your Hajj dream come true?
Yes, I'm from Zambia, Masala Masjid, Center Masjid. Yeah. My wish was I started in 2014. That's when I wanted to go to Hajj, and alhamdulillah, through IGP, Allah has made everything possible. Alhamdulillah. Wow.
Alhamdulillah. So our respected Imams are talking to us about their journey having come through the medium of the Imam Development Project. We have spoken about the Imam Development Project previously on the show, and Sheikh Bilal Ismail, the head of that particular initiative, doing great work in so many countries, reaching out and empowering Imams and taking them to their optimum potential. Sheikh Abdul Karim, as far as the highlights of this year's particular Hajj, what was it that was the most amazing part of this Hajj for you? If you can share some of those experiences.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. At first, it was my first time to board the plane, you know. So it was the first thing which was amazing to me. Coming to Hajj, I have never experienced a gathering with many people like what I've seen here in Hajj, be it in the Kaaba, at Mina, at Arafah, or at Muzdalifah when we were pelting. There were many people that I have never seen that gathering in any place or area. That was my first experience, and I can say I have experienced many things in this Hajj. Some of what I have experienced is to be with patience. There are many things in Hajj that will need you to be patient. Some of them, they can make your Hajj not fulfilled, but some of them is just things that will need you to be patient. It's like a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which needs you to be patient. So in this Hajj, I have learned that you must be patient. Here, also when you go back, there are many things which needs us to be patient. And there is also, I have experienced that when we were back home, we used to learn and teach the students about the seerah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we used to teach about the prophets like Ibrahim alayhi salam, but we only know it from theory. Now, alhamdulillah, we came here to the place where these events took place. You will be seeing it live while it's being explained to you, and it will give you a better understanding when you go back, that when you are teaching the students, you will be teaching them what you saw with your own eyes, that this is the place like Jabal Nur, this is the place where Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam received his first revelation. So I have experienced a lot in this Hajj, only to mention a few.
That is so beautiful indeed, Sheikh. Many beautiful messages there. The first, you speak about just seeing such a big gathering of Muslims. You talk about patience, and you talk about seeing the Islamic heritage in action, seeing the seerah, the lands of the seerah in action. Sheikh Suleiman, from your side, particular highlights, things that really stood out for you during the course of the journey and during the course of those 5 days of Hajj?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. It is Sheikh Ibrahim. I'm sorry for that. The language is not clear. English is not my language, as you know that.
No problem.
But Alhamdulillah. Okay. But Alhamdulillah, I've experienced a lot of things in my life. Hajj has been the thing. It has been the thing that I have never seen before. The things that I've never seen before, I have seen it here in Haram. Alhamdulillah. There is also the hotness of the press. Alhamdulillah, the whole press. It is very hot in here. I have noticed that. Alhamdulillah. As you know, there in Africa, it is very cold. Here is very hot, very much hot. Alhamdulillah. And we have been reading Sirah, so many books. We have never seen the places. You know what I mean? We have never seen the place like where the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born. Also getting the wahi for the first time, alhamdulillah. And I have touched the Kaaba in my life, alhamdulillah, wallahi. there are so many things that I cannot explain very well. It is because of language. Otherwise, I could speak a lot of things. Yeah.
Obviously, not a problem at all. You've described so many emotions, and it's the language, not the language of English or the language of any other person. That's what matters. It's the language of the heart, and Hajj is obviously the journey of the heart. Let me ask you on the back of that, Sheikh Suleiman, as well. In terms of your family back home, it's probably very rare. It's not so easy for people, from the area that you come from. Not everybody or very few people get the opportunity to go for Hajj. So you are obviously one of the very few privileged people who've got the opportunity to go for Hajj. When you have spoken to your family and people from your town back home, explaining to them your Hajj, how have they felt about your experience?
To my side, to my area, there was only audience, hot people. They are the one who was going to Mecca, and I know only maybe 3 people. Like young ones like us, it is very difficult to find the opportunity like this. Yes.
Indeed, Sheikh Suleiman Isa is one of our guests this evening, talking about his Hajj experience. He's out from Zambia, and also Imam Abdul Karim Bilo out from Zimbabwe, talking to us about his Hajj experience. Sheikh, in terms of the Abdul Karim, in terms of the people that you've met on this Hajj, there would be people that you saw, perhaps people from different Muslim countries that you have only read about before, or maybe even have not read about. You'd see people from very exotic places in the world for the first time. That if you can share with us perhaps the type of nationalities that you saw and how it's describe some of that to us, but also who are some of the interesting people you would say that you met on this Hajj, whether it's shuyukh, whether it's professionals, anybody that you had some good discussions with during this Hajj?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. During this Hajj, I have met with people from different countries. Like from South Africa, I've come across with one Mufti whom we are still staying with in the hotel. Every time he gives us a lecture, Mufti Aslam, he gives us a lecture. Like today, he was giving us a lecture, telling us about the boundaries of Makkah, that the boundaries of Makkah were already put in place by Abraham alayhi salam, our father, and they were not only covering the Kaaba area, but the whole town of Makkah. So this is one of the people whom I have met. Also, I have met with my brother, Suleiman Isa from Zambia. He's an alim, although we discussed a few. But alhamdulillah, I've met with different people, only to mention those few.
Alhamdulillah. And Sheikh Abdul Karim, when you go back home, Hajj is such a transformative journey. We've heard the stories of so many Hujjaj of the past. When they came back home, it was a turning point. They started new things. They began to think in a different way. They began with new projects, etc. Would you say that this Hajj has energized you? That this Hajj has given you, time to think, time to plan? When you go home, what are your priorities going to be? How is it going to change the work that you do as an imam?
The first priority to me will be about the Salah. In our areas, including myself and the people who are back there, I think we are not too serious in Salah. Alhamdulillah to those who are serious in their Salah. Here they have got masajid everywhere. About 100 meters, there's a masjid. Going another 100 meters, there's a masjid, big masjid. But those masjid, if you are late 10 minutes before Adhan or 20 minutes before Adhan, you won't have a seat inside. You have to pray outside the road. It shows that the people, they understand Islam. Their iman is very strong here. So that is one of the things that I want to implement, inshallah, to my area. I want them to be strong in terms of salah, because we know that salah is the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about on the day of Qiyamah. So the first thing will be of salah. Also, we need people, I will encourage them that whenever they gotten a chance, they should come to Hajj. Everyone, I wish that to every Muslim that they should come to Hajj whenever Allah opens these doors for them. That is what I try to encourage them.
Jazakallah khairan for that. Sheikh Sulaiman, tell us about any special du'as that you have made on this Hajj, any special du'as that you made at Arafah, special du'as when you touch the Kaaba, special du'as that you still make until you leave the Holy Lands.
Yeah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. The first and foremost, the dua that I was making, it was about the IDP to continue helping us, because they are doing a great job. They are doing the good things that I've never experienced in my life before, and I have never seen it to other people. Yep. So the first du'as, making du'as to for IDP and the donors. I mean. Also to my side.
Yes, you can continue.
Yes. Also to my side, so that IDP can continue to helping us to so many angles, so many ways, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, in terms of Sheikh Sulaiman, I want to just give you an opportunity as we wind down, just for you to be totally comfortable, for people who are listening back in Zambia, and there are definitely many people listening in Zambia and throughout Southern Africa to this broadcast, and the podcast will also be available in the language that you are most comfortable with. If you want to send to them a short message about your Hajj, and as your Hajj comes to an end, in the language that you usually speak, you could send out a short message.
Inshallah, no problem, inshallah. I can, yes, in Bemba, right? I mostly speak Bemba. So.
Yes, you wouldn't have to say it in English, you could say it in any language.
Okay. Okay, alhamdulillah, ndetotera sana kuri IGP pako njafuirisha munshirei, because chari ichashupa sana kuri ine kwebati ningakwanisha okwebati ningaya ku Hajj, but alhamdulillah through IGP Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala apsila muri IGP okuisa ku Hajj ninsanga ifintu ifya pusana ninkumana na abantu abapusana, like for example, alhamdulillah, nadi kumana na Sheikh Bilal, Sheikh Bilal kono from Zambia, alhamdulillah, and Sheikh Shahid, those people, alhamdulillah, bari bwino sana abantu abasoma sana, bari mpokera bwino, bari tsambiri shoku pela, bari tupela mahadithi munshiresha pusana, alhamdulillah. Nama program yonse from like kufuma ku Minna, ku Muzdalifa, and kuya ku haram kwenda panshi munshita yonse twalenda panshi, but alhamdulillah kuno ifintu fresh ka fintu ifisuma ifika yakabati nangonalire kunganda I can able okusambirisha abanandi n'abaana bonse abana madrasa I can able kubasambirisha, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh Suleiman Isa from Zambia sharing with us that particular message. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your Hajj. قبل الله حجك وغفر ذنبك وأخلف نفقتك, and may He make your journey back home to be a very easy journey, a very beautiful journey with afia, and reunite you with your family and allow it to be beautiful, a beautiful life after Hajj. When exactly do you return to Zambia, Sheikh?
14th July, yes.
All right, inshallah. Shukran for joining us here this evening on Radio Islam, sharing with us those thoughts. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from you as well as the fellow Hujjaj and everybody who was part of this trip. Barakallahu feek. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And we seem to have lost Sheikh Kalim Pilu, the Imam out of Zimbabwe. He just left us, but he shared with us such beautiful thoughts. He is probably coming back. Yes, we just fortunate to catch him in time before the end of the show. Sheikh Abdul Karim, shukran for rejoining us. Your final thoughts. I want to ask you about your dua for yourself, your dua for the ummah, and how do you feel the Hajj can be of assistance and inspiration not only to Muslims but also to non-Muslims as a way of da'wah?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hajj, I think it will be a very good chance of making da'wah to even non-Muslims. Because when we are here, sometimes we can use the media to put either on status, explaining some of the things which are coming, which you are seeing. So they will be asking, what is this? Then you can explain them about anything. For example, at Arafah, when the day when we were at Arafah, I uploaded the photo there. Then I wrote something down there. Then many people were asking me, what is going on? Then I took that as a chance to make dawah when he is not a Muslim. If he is a Muslim, I will be encouraging them like about unity. You know, everyone will be at Arafah. It shows that Muslims are united. They can travel from very far places to come and do one thing, only for one reason, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is a very good chance to make da'wah Hajj. There are many things, and you can experience many things here in Hajj. So it's a very good chance to do da'wah, especially using the social media. You can attract many people by posting many things there. Whenever they ask, you can deliver it to them, inshallah.
So I understand, Sheikh, that you are coming back, or you are now in the final stages. Still about 2 days that you have, and on Wednesday, that's when you return back to Zimbabwe. What are your feelings, when you are going to be saying farewell to Makkah, farewell to Medina, farewell to this journey of Hajj, and coming back to Zimbabwe? Are you happy to come back, or is there still going to be a sadness that you're going to have to be leaving these places?
For me, I wish if Hajj was being done even a year, because I was enjoying this place, how people will be gathered together making salah as Jama. Just imagine to perform one salah in Haram, it will be about many salahs outside there. So, as a Muslim, my wish is to enter paradise. So I can't wish to go back. I wish that if I can stay here even forever, So I'm very sad that in 2 days' time I will be going back to my people, to Zimbabwe. That's where you will be. I think what I can say, they will be running in terms of salah. There's no much encouragement about salah, back home. But here, it will force you automatically that you must make salah. So I wish I can stay here forever, inshallah.
Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that wish come true and allow you to bring many, many more people to this holy land. Inshallah, you could be a guide, bring many people into Islam, and even those who are Muslims, bring them with you to the holy lands in the future, bring them for Hajj and Umrah, and allow your dream of making Salah the priority to take root back in Zimbabwe, not only in your own area, but in the entire country and even in the entire world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. So beautiful speaking to you. And inshallah, we catch up sometime in the future as well. Have a safe journey home. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from you, raise your status, and reunite you with your family. Barakallahu feek, Shaykh Abdul Kareem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Speaking to us there from Azizia in Makkah al-Mukarramah, Sheikh Abdul Kareem Pilu. He has been talking to us about his Hajj experience and coming under the auspices of the Imam Development Program, which assists so many Imams across Southern Africa. They assisted him to come on this particular journey, and what beautiful thoughts and intentions Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from him. We go for a break, and after 9 this evening we talk about the background story to our documentary, a full-length interview with Rashid Ali, who had walked this journey, walked this route from Makkah to Medina, retracing the steps of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the Hijrah route. Look forward to that full-length interview coming your way after 9 this evening on Radio Islam International.
The following positions are open for an accountant, electrical engineer, or